What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and on today's video we are going to be reviewing the all-new Motiv Ascend, which is a true entry-level performance bowling ball that's going to compete with all those other entry-level bowling balls on the market, which is a good thing for Motiv. Before we get into any of those details, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would super appreciate it. If you'd like to order this jersey, t-shirt, or anything, or any jerseys that I wear, efx.co, promo code Napoles10. If you'd like to order any of those bowling balls, please consider using the link down below in the description that takes you to JB Bowling Supply. And if you're local in Vegas, head on over to Henderson and check them out. And if you'd like to order the chamois, which is right here, please use the link as well down below in the description. All right, so this Ascend comes in 4 different color options, which are all going to be right here. All of them have the exact same core and cover. For the sake of the video, I got all 4 of them. They're all going to be laid out the same, being 5 1/4 by 4 by 4.5. And all of them are going to have different surfaces. So the blue one is going to be out of box. The black and orange one is going to be a 1000 grit. Let me cheat over here and look. The black and green one is going to have a 2000 finish. Let me cheat again. And then the yellow and blue one is going to have a 3000 finish. Now I just got done warming up, and I'm noticing that one of them in particular looks a little bit better than the rest, but I'll show you that once we get on the lanes. If you're interested in the core numbers, it's the Flux V2 core, which in 15 pounds has an RG of 2.59 and a max differential of 0.023. So that is a very high RG, low differential core. All of that is wrapped around the Vitality Pearl cover stock, which out of box comes out of grit at a 5500 grit laser scan polish. But as I said, 3 of them have surface, and then the blue purple one is the one that I have with the out of box finish. We're here at Sunset Station on lane 71. On a fresh typical hot shot. They are curving here like crazy, so it's a good opportunity to throw these entry-level bowling balls. We'll see you on the lanes. All right, so we're gonna start here in the out-of-box one just to establish some baseline, and then we'll mix and match. You know, I warmed up in these already, and I think that they're all gonna be pretty much the same with the out-of-box finish. But like I said, I like one of these way more than the other. Yeah, so keep in mind, I am pretty far left here, but they do curve a lot here at Sunset Station. If you watch some of the other videos that I filmed here, you can see that it's already going much straighter through the fronts when compared to other videos that I've shot here. And I think that's the big thing to keep in mind. Don't get caught up in how far left I am, but more so how it compares to other balls that I've thrown here. So we've seen that one. Now I'm gonna show you the one that I think is my favorite, which is going to be this one here. This yellow, blue, and green one with the 3000 finish. Now keep in mind, the layouts are the same. It's just the surfaces. And I think that this one is my favorite so far. I'm going to start at the same spot, and then I'll make an adjustment here off this first shot. I missed left, that's going to hook. So even that, right, even though I missed left and it did hook, with the other balls, like the stronger stuff, the non-entry level stuff, like even a top thrill from there would have missed the head pin way, way left. This one was still pretty close, so I'll reset this rack. Hey, that still looks okay? Yeah. I'll reset this rack and throw this one again. I don't think I necessarily need to move a whole lot. But I will. I'll move a little bit left off that, but just really make sure I get this one going to the right here. Yeah, that one is my favorite. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just my eyes like the colors or whatever the situation may be. The one that's 1000 grit, I'm gonna tell you right now, is pretty unusable, especially for what I'm bowling on right now. I may go back and hit all of these with a 3000 finish because I do like that one the most, and then see how they compare, if any. But I think that all of these on a typical house shot are gonna go pretty straight. So that's the 3000 one. Now this black, green, and blue one here is the one that's gonna be 2000 finish. This one's okay. It's a little early. I'll go to that same spot. you can see that it's going to be earlier and much smoother. Oh, I missed right. Yeah, I mean, you combine that it's a really weak ball with how big of a cliff there is here, nothing's going to strike from there. I said that in the last couple of videos. I'll reset this and not miss right, and then it should be okay. Ugh. Yeah, I was going back and forth between if I was going to drill these one-handed, two-handed, different layouts, blah, blah, blah. I ultimately just landed on this where just lay them all out the same because I know I like the layout and play with the surfaces. Oh, I missed right again. Almost the exact same leaf, but I missed right again. Like the ones with a lot of surface kind of like, I'm not saying that the one with polish would have struck. I think it would have been closer. So we'll throw one. I'd like to throw one strike at least with each of them. I won't shove this one as far right because when it goes right, when it falls off the cliff, it really bails hard. There we go. Oh, wrap 10. Yeah, as you're gonna notice, once we start adding more surface on these balls, that one was a pretty good shot. This ball, I think, likes straighter angles. I think that it likes less surface, like that 3,000 number. I think even 4,000 in polish would be a good spot for this ball. From a usability standpoint, you know, I think you're gonna have to be in a high friction center, or, you know, if you're bowling, if you want to get some friends involved in bowling for the first time, you know, these balls I think are going to retail for like $100, you know, depending on the market, of course. At JB Bowling Supply, they're going to be $100. It's a good entry-level bowling ball. That one should see it. Nope. Yeah, and then if you're, yeah, I cannot strike with this one, man. I can't wait to throw a strike with this so I can go back to the other ones. And then for someone like me or someone like you maybe watching who is already a bowler, I think that one of these balls with a lot of surface could actually be pretty good on something short. Something that's not gonna hook a ton but read immediately. You know, for me, like I say, I don't even normally get down to the thrill line. So something like this I'll like almost never get to down in the bag, but you know, it's nice to have one in the arsenal. All right, let's focus up here, throw a strike so we can get to the next one. Am I gonna just skip this one? Am I just gonna skip this one because I can't throw a strike with it? The other two just immediately threw a strike with, and I'm throwing it bad. You know, I am missing right, but man, you know, I'll be honest though, of all four of them in warm-up, this was my least favorite. All right, let's move back right to where we were with the other one. Try to throw a good shot here. See it? Hey, that struck. It counts. It's all that matters. Now we're gonna go to the 1,000 grit one. The very first shot I threw with this one, you guys should have seen it. That thing hooked immediately. All right. 500 grit. Chalky, man. I can feel this on my hands. Yeah, I'm way too far left. I need to move right. Still looks okay? Yeah. Whew, man. We're gonna try to move right and kind of trick the ball a little bit here. You know, when I was warming up, This 1000 grit one let me play left and it hooked immediately. Now that I'm getting more shots on the lanes and on these balls, they're going much, much straighter. Honestly, it's a good thing. All right, so let's move back right here with this 1000 grit Ascend. Let's see if that can do it. Yeah, see, I think that's the problem, right? When you add so much surface to this ball, is that it wants me to move right. But when I move right and it sees the friction, it really wants to hook. That's why I think that like a 3000 finish is gonna be the money spot for this. Because I thought I threw that pretty good. And it got to the spot I needed it to. It just hooked a little sooner because of that surface. So we'll go in between those shots there. Oh, that fell off my hand. Strike! Oh, that would have struck. It would have been perfect. That fell off my hand. I'm pretty far into this one take, and I don't like the ones with more surface. It's not the ball, like I said. It's just the surface. It's too much surface for the bowling ball. But I wanted to test it out. I didn't want to drill a ball with a 0.23 differential 4 different ways. Oh, missed that. Man, it's like if I move right, it hooks a ton. If I move left, it don't hook at all. You know what we got to do, Brian? We got to give it the slow hook. All right, we're going to give it the slow hook, boys. All right. All right, Ascend, 1000 grit, slow hook. So we're going to move left, we're going to move up. We're going to give this one the big wheel. Yeah, it's just like, God, I hate this ball. Well, let me rephrase that. I hate this ball with the surface. Because I really like the polished one and I really like the 3000 grit one. Hey, what if we move way right, Brian, and just like yeet it? What if we move way right and just like yeet the ball? All right, we're gonna try that. We're gonna move back on the approach and we're gonna try to really fireball this one. Get a little bit higher, a little bit taller. Fireball. I can't even tell you how hard that is for me to do, but it struck. It's all that matters. All right, let's go back to the polished one. I'll throw a few more shots here with each of them, or not with each of them, sorry, with the polished one and with the 3000 grit one, because your boy is tired. So this is the polished Ascend. That's gonna miss left. Yeah, what I will say is that when I miss left, I like that it doesn't like really jerk off that spot. I like that it's this ball goes straight. And I think that if I was bowling at South Point, I think that this would go like forever. Let me check the time on this real quick. See how long we've been doing this. Oh, it's only 12 minutes. For whatever reason, I feel like I've been here for a half hour already. All right. We can get the polished one going a little bit more right than we can the sanded one. Oh! Yeah, I really like this polished one, and I'm actually excited. I really want to throw this at South Point. I think I'm gonna take this one and the 3000 grit one to South Point, because I think there I can really play straight, but that is pretty good motion. All right, so one more shot here with my favorite one, which is gonna be this yellow, blue, and dark blue, which swirls into some green. Now, if you guys go to JV Bowling Supply in Henderson and you order this Ascend, order this one. Tell them Motiv Lou sent you. Maybe you'll get a surprise with your order. All right, last shot of the video, boys. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. You know, every time I say that last video, I always throw it horrendous, and now I got to throw another one, which is okay. That's the beauty of these one takes. There's no fluff, there's no BS. I can't hide behind editing because we show you everything. Push. Yeah, I really like that one a lot. Guys, I think this video was unneeded. I think I could have gone away with just one of them and it would have been polished and I think it would have looked fine. But doing this, I kind of learned a lot and I hope that you guys did as well. Stick to polish, stick to 4000 grit. You know, unless you bowl in a bowling center with more volume. But if you're bowling in a center with more volume, then do you need this ball? See what I mean? For me, the advice I have for you guys is if you're bowling in a high friction center, get you one of these, polish or 3000. And if you are someone who's looking to get into bowling, I think that this can be a very, very good entry-level option. You know, don't play with the surface too much. Just go to your pro shop, say, hey, I want to get this ball drilled. And, you know, welcome to bowling. That's the biggest thing. And if you're new to bowling and you found my video, hey, I'm Louis, hit that subscribe button.